Sagittarius. This is your June 2017 forecast. We're going to start with your love and relationships, then we'll move on to your general and your soul path evolution. Your love and relationships, your twin flame, soulmate, friendships, whatever your one-on-one relationship is, your angel messages that come through are enthusiasm and authenticity. So, for the month of June, Sagittarius, you be you, completely you. You follow your heart, you do what you know is right for you, you do what you know fits with you, and you do it enthusiastically. And if there's anybody that can do this particularly well, it is a Sagittarian. You guys really are probably the most authentic of the star signs, good at being totally yourselves. And you also really know how to do enthusiasm particularly well. Some of your best traits, I think, are authenticity and enthusiasm. So for the month of June, you be you to your fullest degree, and it will be a successful month. Now, if we move on to the cards, you'll see you get breakthrough, unravel, and sisterhood. You finally arrived at a point that has been brewing for a long time, Sagittarius. We've been talking about this in your readings, especially your relationship readings, I think for almost a year now. And you're going to break through whatever that is that you have been struggling with, been wishing for, been trying to manifest. Something either within your relationship that needs to shift is going to happen in the month of June. First, though, it's going to unravel a bit. I always speak with this unravel. This is now from the deck that Helga and I created. So the unravel card, when we created that card, what we had in mind is if you knit something and you're not paying full attention to what you are doing, you get quite far ahead and you realize you've dropped a stitch. For somebody who knows about knitting, you've got to pull all that out till you get to that dropped stitch. Otherwise, you have something which is not going to last. It'll unravel all of its own. So you need to go back a bit in order to fix whatever it is within your relationship. It's going to unravel a bit first, back to the point where you can start stitching it back together again, whole and complete. And that sisterhood card says that you then going to reach that sort of, it is a sisterhood, brotherhood, whatever you want to call it, where you connect with someone on a very, very personal, deep level, because you finally reach an understanding and I think a point of forgiveness as well. So I'm speaking now more aligned with those of you in permanent relationships. Those of you looking for relationships, you are also going to make a breakthrough. It's going to unravel to a point where maybe you date someone and you realize, hell, you know what, I keep dating the same person. Why? And it doesn't work. You'll unravel, that person will bring up a situation that will make you realize that is where I'm going wrong. Or not going wrong, but that is what I'm doing that is resulting in the same story for my relationships over and over again. And when you do that, when you make that discovery, you then are on the path to dating someone who you can have a real soul connection with. But first comes that unraveling. But by the end of June, you've completed this process. So it's not going to take very long. The unraveling could be a bit uncomfortable. But by the end of June, you've got the knitting going well again. Now, if we have a look at your general forecast, you'll see kindness and spontaneity. So you get enthusiasm and spontaneity this month. So you've just got to go. Go all out, enjoy yourself. Kindness says to show an act of kindness to people around you. It will help you through the month of June. The other thing one's got to remember, sometimes when you get a little bit too enthusiastic, one can tend to forget people's feelings. And just to remember that people's feelings do need to be taken into consideration at times. You get the 4 of water, the 4 of fire, and the 7 of air. It's quite an interesting combination, this for your general reading. That 4 of water speaks about being so focused on what you don't have that you don't see that there's a portal, that there's a door opening for you. There's a lot of there's cards coming up for a lot of star signs and a lot of people's private readings at the moment as well. So there's definitely a portal open in June. And if you're too focused on what isn't working and what you don't have and what you don't like, you're not going to see that portal opening. You're going to have your back to it, basically. The 4 of fire and the 7 of air, quite an interesting combination, that because the 4 of fire speaks about suddenly that forward momentum, that enthusiasm, working with other people, that group energy getting you going. But that 7 of air speaks about being very much yourself. But I think what this means is we have a look at what the rest of your reading, especially your enthusiasm, authenticity little cards that came in. I think if you are truly yourself, if you don't compromise on who you are and what you want and where you want to go, then you will work very well with the group energy. If you are doing it for the sake of getting along with everybody or the sake of a goal, and you know you're compromising on too much of yourself and on what you believe, then you are not going to, this isn't going to be working. So focus on what is working, what can work. Use the group energy to get you moving and going, because there will be enthusiasm there. It'll get your projects off the ground and going, whether they're at home, at work, career, whatever the case may be. But stick to what is you, authentically you, and very much you, because that is where the success and the forward movement will be found. Right, now if we move on to your soul path evolution card, you'll see you get the birth card. I think what this means is in the month of June, there's going to be a birth of something new in your life. For some of you, possibly a birth in the family. That is definitely possible. But from another side, this could mean that within your relationships, you birth a whole new level of understanding, of connection. You work through that dropped stitch that you had that wasn't working. In life, and in general, your career, you're going to find that by being completely you, your relationship said that as well, you're going to make a breakthrough. You're going to be happy being you, and you're going to find other people enjoy you being you as well and will help you ahead with what you're doing. So it's a birth of a new stage in your life, definitely. Now, if we look at your cards, you get celebrate differences and culmination of vision. So that works well. That celebrate differences, it speaks about appreciating that other people are not what you are. But I think for you in June, what this means is other people aren't what you are, so you be yourself. Don't try and tone yourself down so you can match into who they are. Be that wonderful, bright, sparkly unicorn that you are, as this picture shows. That is where you're going to find your culmination of vision. That is when you will see your ideas, your ideals, your projects, your wishes manifest by being completely and truly and wholly yourself. But this has been a process, Sagittarius. You've been working hard at this for almost a year now. So it's not like this is going to happen overnight. It hasn't. This is kind of you reaching that final goal, destination of being completely you. And I think you've had a bit of a rough time of it. I think you've been tested and pushed to coming to this point. Now, if you'd like to purchase the extra 2 cards, this is from the little deck of 12 cards that Helga and I created for the month of June. This gives you an extra level, an extra depth, extra understanding, more to your reading. You can purchase it at the link that shows here. I'll also put a link in the description box below. This way you sponsor my channel, you sponsor Helga's artwork, and you get something truly beautiful and wonderful in return. And if you would like to purchase my soulmate readings, you can book it through the website or through the email at theoracletimes@gmail.com. I genuinely love doing those readings. They are absolutely brilliant. The other readings available as well, you'll see them in the next few frames. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing, and for buying our decks, people. Thank you so much.